Welcome to Live Healthy Everyday channel. At old age, health is the most valuable asset. And one of the simplest ways to maintain health is to choose the right food every day. In today's video, we will share with you 11 golden fruits. Very good for the elderly, helping to increase resistance, stabilize blood pressure, support digestion, and keep the spirit always refreshed. Watch until the end of the video to choose the most suitable fruit for yourself. 1. Kiwi. Dear friends, if you have to choose a small fruit that is powerful in protecting the health of the elderly, kiwi is definitely a strong candidate. Kiwi is a fruit with a modest shape, rough brown skin, cool green flesh, but contains many special nutrients. First of all, we must mention the ability to naturally reduce blood sugar. Kiwi stimulates beta cells in the pancreas to secrete insulin, an important hormone that helps the body control blood sugar levels. For older people with diabetes or prediabetes, this is an extremely useful effect. But kiwis don't stop there. This fruit also contains a natural compound called inositol, which can regulate glucose metabolism, improve nerve signal transmission between cells. This helps stabilize mood, helping to prevent depression in old age, a common but often overlooked psychological problem. In addition, kiwis also contain high levels of vitamin C, twice as much as oranges, which helps increase resistance, protecting the body from colds and respiratory infections. In addition, the fiber in kiwis helps support digestion, breaking down apples, something most older people experience. A kiwi a day, although simple, can bring many health benefits to the elderly. 2. Orange. When mentioning oranges, many people will immediately think of a pleasant sweet and sour taste. But few people realize that this fruit is a silent bodyguard for the skin and immune system of the elderly. First of all, oranges contain a large amount of vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect cells from damage caused by free radicals, factors that cause aging, skin pigmentation, and even increase the risk of chronic diseases. In the elderly, the skin begins to become thinner, weaker, more prone to wrinkles and sagging. Oranges help promote the production of collagen, an important protein that helps maintain skin elasticity and firmness. Not only that, vitamin C in oranges also helps the body absorb iron better, thereby preventing iron deficiency anemia, a common condition in the elderly. In addition, oranges also contain beneficial plant compounds such as flavonoids, which help strengthen the immune system, reduce the risk of colds, flu, and infections. In particular, eating oranges also helps purify the body, improve liver function, aid digestion, and reduce bloating. Choose fresh, naturally sweet oranges. Eat whole segments instead of juice to take full advantage of fiber and nutrients. 3. Grapes. Grapes are small fruits, but they have outstanding cardiovascular protection, especially suitable for the elderly with high blood pressure and cardiovascular risks. Grapes contain high levels of resveratrol, a famous antioxidant, proven to reduce inflammation, dilate blood vessels, and reduce bad LDL cholesterol. In particular, grapes are rich in potassium, an essential mineral that helps balance electrolytes, remove excess sodium from the body, thereby reducing pressure on blood vessel walls, an important factor in lowering blood pressure. Elderly people are often advised to eat a low-salt diet to control blood pressure. Meanwhile, adding grapes to your diet will increase the effectiveness of regulating blood pressure naturally without having to take medication too soon. In addition, resveratrol in grapes also helps protect the brain, prevent neurodegeneration, and can reduce the risk of Alzheimer's, a concern for many older people. Raisins are also a great choice, however, should be eaten in moderation because they contain a lot of sugar. Choose fresh grapes. Wash the skin thoroughly and eat the skin because the skin contains the most antioxidants. 4. Pears. For the elderly, Slow digestion and prolonged constipation can cause a lot of trouble, affecting the quality of daily life. And among fruits, pears stand out with their extremely high soluble fiber content, which helps soften stools and naturally stimulate bowel movements. Unlike laxatives, eating pears regularly does not cause side effects, but also provides water, vitamin C, K, and gentle anti-inflammatory substances. In particular, pears are cool and heat-clearing, very suitable for people who often have internal heat, hemorrhoids, prolonged constipation, or poor digestion. In addition, pears also contain antioxidant compounds such as flavonoids, which have the effect of protecting blood vessels, stabilizing blood pressure, and enhancing resistance. Elderly people should eat pears with the skin after washing, to take advantage of all the natural fiber and polyphenols in the skin. A pear a day can help the stomach feel better, eat more deliciously, and the spirit is also lighter. 5. Strawberries. Strawberries are not only beautiful, but also one of the fruits rich in antioxidants and vitamin C, very suitable for the elderly who need to protect the digestive system and increase resistance. One of the outstanding effects of strawberries is the ability to regulate stomach acid, helping to prevent reflux, heartburn, and bloating after eating. In addition, the natural compounds in strawberries also have the effect of killing intestinal bacteria, stimulating gentle intestinal motility, thereby improving bloating and indigestion, which are familiar enemies of the elderly. With a slightly sour and sweet taste, strawberries also help clean the oral cavity, freshen the breath, very good for those with dental problems. In particular, anthocyanin, the substance that gives strawberries a bright red color, also helps protect the heart, prevent atherosclerosis, and reduce the risk of stroke. When eating strawberries, you should wash them with diluted salt water and eat them raw, instead of processing them to keep the vitamins intact. 6. Apples. Apples have long been considered a multi-purpose fruit, delicious, easy to eat, and especially beneficial for the nervous health and memory of the elderly. Apples contain quercetin, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect nerve cells from damage caused by oxidative stress, the leading cause of brain degeneration, leading to dementia and Alzheimer's. A study from Cornell University, USA, shows that this compound can slow down the aging process of nerve cells, improve memory and concentration in the elderly. In addition, apples also contain soluble fiber pectin, which not only helps stabilize blood sugar but also helps the digestive system work more smoothly. Vitamin C and polyphenols in apples also help fight inflammation, increase resistance, and help the elderly body better cope with weather and disease. In particular, eating apples regularly also helps reduce bad cholesterol, thereby protecting the heart. Choose apples with the skin intact. Wash thoroughly and eat the skin because the skin contains the most nutrients. An apple a day can be a natural medicine to help the mind be clearer and the body healthier. 7. Bananas. Bananas are a very familiar fruit, cheap but have expensive nutritional value, especially for the elderly with cardiovascular disease or poor digestion. Bananas contain potassium, an extremely important mineral that helps balance blood pressure, reduce the risk of stroke, and support stable heart function. In addition, bananas also provide soluble fiber, which helps increase intestinal motility, prevent constipation, and create a pleasant feeling after meals. For people with poor appetite or fatigue, bananas provide a light, easily absorbed source of energy, and are rich in vitamin B6, supporting red blood cell production and maintaining nerve function. Another advantage is that bananas are easy to digest, suitable for the elderly with stomach pain or difficulty eating. However, it should be noted, people with diabetes should eat ripe bananas and should not eat more than 1 to 2 bananas per day. A banana in the morning or after lunch is the perfect choice to replenish nutrients, good for the heart, brain, and digestive system. 8. Mangosteen. Mangosteen is not only a delicious fruit with a sweet, refreshing taste, but also a miracle drug that helps reduce blood fat and improve cardiovascular health for the elderly. Mangosteen contains xanthone, a rare antioxidant with anti-inflammatory properties, reduces blood cholesterol and prevents plaque buildup in blood vessel walls, the cause of atherosclerosis. In addition, mangosteen is also rich in vitamin C, which helps increase resistance and prevent infectious diseases, especially in cold weather or when the weather changes. Mangosteen also helps improve liver function, helps purify the body, aids digestion, and prevents the feeling of fullness after eating. However, this fruit is quite cool, so people with weak digestive systems and cold stomachs should only eat 1 to 2 fruits per day. An interesting thing is that mangosteen peel, if processed cleanly, can be used to make tea or extract to increase the anti-inflammatory effect. Prioritize choosing fresh mangosteen, still firm and uncracked, because that is when it is most nutritious. 9. Avocado. Avocado is a fruit rich in healthy and saturated fats, which help reduce bad cholesterol, LDL, stabilize blood pressure, and are good for the heart. The American Heart Association recommends that older adults should use fat from avocados instead of red meat to protect heart health. In addition, vitamin E in avocado supports brain function, helping to prevent memory loss and Alzheimer's. Avocados also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 substances that are very important in preventing macular degeneration, the leading cause of blindness in the elderly. Note: eat the dark green flesh close to the skin, because that is where the most nutrients are. 10. Persimmon. Persimmons are not only delicious but also have many benefits for the elderly, especially for those with high blood pressure, poor digestion, or chronic constipation. Persimmons contain a lot of fiber and pectin, which helps clean the intestines, promote digestion, and effectively prevent constipation. In addition, this fruit is cool, has the ability to clear heat, diuretic, calm the spirit. Very good for the elderly who are often stressed or have insomnia. In particular, persimmons contain tannins which can reduce blood pressure slightly, fight inflammation and soothe blood vessels, and help stabilize the cardiovascular system. However, persimmons are cold, so you should not eat them on an empty stomach or eat too much at once. People with a history of cold stomachs and weak digestion should eat soft, ripe persimmons. A few slices of ripe persimmons in the afternoon, both delicious and help relax the mind and improve the digestive system. 11. Papaya. Papaya is a tropical fruit that is indispensable in the diet of the elderly. With a sweet taste and soft texture, papaya is easy to digest and nutritious. Papaya contains the enzyme papain, which helps break down protein, promotes digestion, and is extremely effective for people who often feel full and have indigestion after eating. In addition, papaya is also rich in vitamin A, lutein, and beta-carotene, which help protect the retina and improve vision, which is extremely necessary when old age leads to vision loss. Vitamin C and E in papaya also help prevent aging, nourish the skin, reduce wrinkles, and strengthen the immune system. In particular, papaya also helps clean the intestines, reduce constipation, and support hormonal balance, something that the elderly need to pay attention to in order to maintain overall health. You should choose naturally ripe papaya, not too soft, and eat it after the main meal to best support digestion. Dear friends, a few fruits a day, although small, are a natural medicine to help the elderly live healthy, happy, long. Please share this video with your relatives so that everyone knows how to take better care of themselves every day. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so as not to miss the next useful videos about health in old age.